A couple of months ago, drama channel Paige Christie, aka Petty Paige, posted somewhat of a deep dive into Ethan Klein's pattern of behavior. The video was entitled "Dear Ethan Klein, You Can't Litigate Public Opinion," and it has acquired nearly 200,000 views. In this video, Paige shines a light on Ethan Klein's interactions with other influencers and states that he has a habit of using his fans to essentially do his dirty work and target other influencers that he directs their negative attention toward. One of these people that she claimed that this happened to was YouTuber Trisha Paytas, who Paige claims Ethan and his fans hounded to nearly the brink of insanity.
It's because Ethan Klein has had a patented history of mobilizing his audience to attack other people. He has encouraged his fans to go to hate snark threads of other people that it is that he dislikes, such as Trishyland. They have avoided talking about H3 and Ethan Klein because of the that they have received from H3 fans. This behavior isn't new from Ethan. After all, he encouraged the same type of behavior towards Trisha Paytas after Frenemies. I remember at the beginning when the Frenemies podcast fell apart and Trisha Paytas was in, I think it was like a WhatsApp group chat, desperately asking Ethan and Hila Klein to stop their audience from attacking her, and they did nothing. In fact, they directly told her in the text messages that they aren't going to be doing anything about it. And we saw for a period of approximately 2 years, that woman get horrendously hurt.
Paige paints this situation as Trisha being targeted by H3 fans who relentlessly came after her, even citing a text message between Ethan and Trisha where Trisha asked Ethan to put a stop to what was happening to her, with Ethan allegedly stating that he wouldn't. But this representation of events isn't at all that it seems. In fact, it's an outright lie. Let's take a look back at what actually happened, starting with that text message exchange. As we all know, Frenemies fell apart, and as a result, the two former hosts of the podcast, Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas, became sworn enemies. During this time, Trisha went on a whirlwind tour, trying her best to paint Ethan in a negative light. And during this time, a woman came forward stating that Trisha's husband Moses had violated her. When Trisha caught wind of this, she immediately texted Ethan about this woman coming forward. And that is the basis of the text messages between them. Trisha was not asking Ethan to leave her alone because his fans were attacking her, like Paige stated. Trisha was specifically asking Ethan to help her stop the truth coming out about her husband Moses when that woman came forward. Here are the texts proving that.
I am begging for the last time to never mention me in passing again. Moses is now being falsely accused.
Notice that her very first message is about why she wants to not be mentioned in passing. Not hounded, but mentioned in passing. It's because a woman came forward about Moses. And Trisha, the avid Survivor supporter, calls it a false claim, and thinks Ethan can make these accusations go away if he doesn't talk about her. Keep in mind that during this time she was talking about him nonstop. But now that a survivor of her husband came forward, it was time to call it quits in her mind.
This girl has a lawyer to sue Moses of ring her. Even having it go to court will jeopardize his status in this country. Do you not see what is happening? I know you check the subreddit. I know you have control over these things. When you don't talk about me, this stuff dies down. I am pleading with everything I have. What do you want to stop this? I will pay you every cent I ever earned from Frenemies back to end this. I will put out whatever statement you want me to make. I just need this to stop. It's not funny anymore at all. It's very serious.
Again, she begs for him to help cover her husband's actions, stating that if he simply doesn't mention her, then this accusation will be swept under the rug. She's even willing to pay him to make this accusation disappear. Notice the only thing she's worried about here is Moses being accused, not his accuser, because according to Trisha, she's a liar. Just Moses.
I am pleading for you to stop. Why can't you? Why can't you just leave me alone? Please. Everyone you talk about me more this comes up. Moses being accused. It's too much. You can record our call, I don't care. I'm sincerely begging for this to be over.
Again, the only thing she's worried about is what Moses is being accused of. If Ethan just doesn't mention her, in spite of the fact that she was frequently mentioning him, then she can cover up what her husband did. She begs Ethan to do the same and cover this for him. She even brings up how Moses could potentially be locked up, again claiming it's a crime that he didn't commit, to which Ethan asks her how she knows he's innocent.
I stopped. Please just do the same. It keeps going and going. What do you want? Moses in jail for a crime he didn't commit?
How do you know he didn't do it?
And Trisha again accuses the accuser of being a liar, to which Ethan tells her that he believes the accuser.
He didn't. There's texts. He has so many. Wow, you guys know him. You are falsely accusing someone you know. You don't know this person. Oh my God.
I thought I did. I don't know him. I believe the victim.
And Ethan and Hila even call out Trisha for her stance on this survivor, who she is doing her best to discredit.
You're sending her hate nonstop. Think about what you're doing. Calling her a stalker.
I haven't said anything. I'm stopping everything. I just want this to end. I am pleading. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking. Like, please. What? People lie. People do. This is not a random case. This is someone you know.
And you would do if you actually cared about victims, you hypocrite. Shame on you. Shame on both of you. I so trembling with anger and disgust. Shame, sadness.
Ethan didn't say no, he wouldn't help Trisha from being attacked by fans. He said no, he wouldn't cover up what Moses did like Trisha was trying to. Yet Paige made no mention of this in her video. In fact, she posted footage of Trisha crying and begging Ethan to put a stop to people coming at her, and didn't include the reason why, which was Moses. Noticeably absent from all of the footage of Trisha crying that Paige posted was Trisha specifically begging Ethan to help her save Moses from being exposed. Paige posted a 4-minute clip of Trisha crying about the situation. Four whole minutes with no mention of why Trisha was actually crying and what Moses had done. Here is some of the footage that she left out.
They don't believe Moses, they believe all victims. This is life ruining. You are ruining people's lives. Moses' work is getting things that it's a fucking crazy with someone who was shown that she's obsessed with me, and I'm just like, I can't.
This was the real reason Trisha was upset. This is what all of her text messages were about. And Ethan didn't say he wouldn't help her. He said he wouldn't help her cover up what Moses had done. Even Hila Klein, Moses' sister, chose to stand by the survivor. Yet in Paige's video, there's no mention of Moses or his survivor at all. The sole basis of why Trisha ran to Ethan for help. And Paige says that Ethan never told anyone not to come at Trisha, yet here he is tweeting that very thing.
Please, for the sake of Hila and I, do not anyone involved. While the accusations are extremely serious and emotions are understandably high, we still need to observe common decency and not mob people with hate.
We're not sure why she didn't mention any of this important information and chose to ignore Moses' accuser in favor of painting Moses' wife as the victim instead, but we find it concerning. Why would she choose to leave out the most important part of the situation that she was reporting on? It was a manipulation of information, and it's the exact kind of thing our last video was talking about regarding drama channels controlling the narrative and using that control to paint who they support in a positive light while they hide any negative light from shining through. To paint someone as a victim who has multiple victims of their own who are being covered up is troubling, especially when that person was not a victim in the situation and there was an actual victim in that situation whose story was completely ignored and then covered up. Let's not forget the actual victim in this scenario.
They're gonna turn everything on me. But the thing is, I'm telling the truth. So I have nothing to hide, which is why I'm very much like, I'm here. Yes, 100% I saw him do it. I saw him do it. And I tried to stop him and I said, dude, what the? We're not gonna get into the details about it here. But you see, Ethan said he believes you. I did see that. I'm glad he believes me. I'm not gonna stop. She could keep posting whatever breakdown videos she wants to keep posting. It doesn't change the fact that when I told her that it's becoming too much, that the shit she's saying about me and her doxing people, like, when I said that, and I said, girl, you need to stop. You guys have to realize I'm literally taking on the biggest bully on YouTube. One of the biggest bullies ever. She got a lot of her platform for sticking up for women, for sticking up for plus size women. And then she's out here calling me crazy and psycho and fat. That's sad.